Okay, we should be up in just a sec. It is so hot in my apartment. It's actually really not. There's a different issue. It's not my apartment at all. It's that I am incredibly dehydrated. So we have to rectify that today. My apartment claims to be at like 72. I'm gonna pretend that I believe it. I don't know if I do. So, we're gonna go back. I don't know how easily we can get inside this. I don't... Oh, I have like a wooden weapon, that's it. Hey, Cabby. How's the audio sound? At least quality-wise. Tell me if it's any good or bad or whatever. I think... Well, I don't know. Let me hear what you have to say first. About the same? Well, that's good. Oh, well, with a tablet, you're not going to be able to tell. You would need to be using, like, good speakers or headphones to tell. But that's good. Here we go. This is honestly not that bad. Yeah, tablet speakers are typically like the worst you can get. They're like bottom tier. Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it for me. I mean, I would certainly appreciate it, but don't go out of your way for me. I'm just being paranoid. I did testing and it sounded okay on my side. $8 for that, yeah. Yeah. I got plenty of bows. Well, I don't know. Lots of, might be a little hissing, but that could be regular noise. Yeah, it's hard to tell. You'd have to crank it up a lot. Oh, I don't know about that. There is going to be a little bit of noise from, like... There's, like, air conditioners and shit running outside, and a lot of additional noise that probably is not coming from the system itself. Microphone out of the game? Well, it's really the entirety of it. Because, well, I mean, I tested directly from the mixer and looked at the levels in Reaper, and it was pretty much flat. Like, as flat as I've ever had it. And I tested, like, cranking up the game inputs and the microphone inputs. I actually tweaked all of the game sounds perfect? Cool. I tweaked the, oh man. I tweaked all of the settings for the preamp. I tweaked all the settings for the compressor gate. I tweaked a minor setting for the mixer for that channel, that entire chain. So basically, like, channel 1 the entire way through is my couch setup. Channel 2 the entire way through is my desktop setup. The desktop setup hasn't been tweaked yet. This is the updated couch setup, though. So it should be at least a decent bit cleaner than it used to be, because it used to sound like shit. What I can do for the final test is test against my my last stream. But I'm not feeling it right now. I don't want to do it. Alright, returning Korok seeds. I need to see if we have enough, oh, I know what we need to do. Where's the Deku tree? I'm more clear? Well, that's good. I was a bit worried because if you're too harsh with the, with the compressor and the gate, it'll fuck up all your audio. Like, your bass won't be as good. Your level, you'll cut out a lot. So I had to, like, tweak against... There's, like, a bypass button I can use. Hey, Kunzer. There's a bypass button I can use, and I tested against the bypass button, and, it sounds similar but cleaner, at least as far as I can tell. Audio jack on the tablet is damaged? Oh, yeah, those typically won't be grounded very well. Could be that. Thanks, Gabby. I'm doing good though, Kunzer. I'm tired as fuck. Yeah, well, I wanted the stamina. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have. But it felt like the right thing to do at the time. Somehow we managed to get this pumpkin. I don't know where we got this thing from. I went to sleep at 4 in the morning this morning. I got up... Well, I set my alarm for like 8:45, and I got up at like 9:10. And I had to rush to work. Here, have a pumpkin. 4 to 5 pumpkin. That's it. That's it. You got it. Ahem. Next riddle is... The sultry shroom will warm your bones. It makes its home in warmer zones. I can do this. Sultry shroom. I don't know if I've ever thought of mushrooms as sultry. Sunshroom. That's it. You got it. Ahem. Next riddle is... Its scales and tail will zap you, no doubt. This shocking swimmer is called a fish. Oh crap, I'm relatively certain I don't have this. If you crank it to absurd level, well, that's good. Because, I could get noise if I crank it to absurd levels. And that's just the product of the system. I don't know if I can get it much better, than that. Well, there's a couple places where I can do tweaks. I don't know if I want to or not. I have one last place where I can make tweaks, which is cranking the output. Is tweaking the output either really high or really low, and the recording device the other direction. I could probably get the levels to show up a bit cleaner in... I'm not going to do it now, but I probably could get it to be a bit cleaner on my side on the way out. I would like to get it perfect, though. That would be super cool. I don't have a lot of fish. I need an eel, I think. I need an electric fish. And I definitely don't have it. I have to give up then, I guess. So I have some radishes. Oh, okay. We can totally do this. Go find a cooking pot. Is the bass in my voice like somewhat kept, or is it crushed? Like, did I crush it out? It's there? Okay, good. I was worried about that. I know you can make a good voice. You can take a nice warm voice and a nice warm microphone and fuck it up in the wrong settings. And that's all I've got. I don't have much more than my voice. If I ruin that, it's all over. People are gonna bail. I gotta be real careful when it comes to that. Okay, I probably should just pay attention to the map, figure out where this shop is. It's the entire other direction. The way I tweaked the audio is that you're using Audio-Technica M50X. Audio-Technica is a good brand, but I don't know what their headphones are. I'm using Sennheiser HD something. They're very flat. Yeah, these ones are very, very, like, these are extremely even. Where's the shop? That's one of the things I like about these ones. These are a lot more true to the audio. They don't try to blow out the bass, especially. Why am I so bad at this? I think a lot of cheaper headphones marketed to people who don't know any better just blow out the bass, and they're like, "Oh, it sounds amazing! It's heart pounding," and I'm just like, "Nah, you've got shitty headphones." Okay, this is way harder for me. I know exactly where I want to go, too. I know where it is on the map. I've been going around it in circles, trying to figure out how to get up there. or what the entrance looks like. See, this is where I think I actually have a disability. I don't think it's just that, like... I don't think it's just like, I get lost. I think I have a problem. Like, I mean, part of it is I'm sure my brain's turned into mush right now because of the lack of sleep. I feel a lot more awake than I should for the lack of sleep. You find headphones at the least common ones to the change with the top 40 music? You know, that's probably very right. I never thought about that. But yeah, it will be driven by the media available, the popular media at the time. The goal is always going to be to make that sound the best. That's a surprisingly good point. I never thought about that. But TVs are going to be like that too. Yeah, and the funny thing is bass is going to be in a lot for people who damage their hearing by not taking care of their volume levels, and people who listen to... God, man. People who listen to audio and concerts at volumes that fuck up their ears, where the only audio that they can really hear to a great degree ends up being just the mega bassy shit, because they can feel it more than they hear it. Like, they're literally turning themselves into deaf people in every way. Because deaf people are known to, like, deaf people are known to like bass-heavy stuff because they can feel it. And also, same goes for certain types of, like, fire alarms for deaf people. No worries, Gabby. I know how that goes. Tablets are awkward because they're touchscreen, but they're too damn big. They should use smaller areas for their keyboards. They shouldn't use the entire screen or an entire chunk of the keyboard for the keyboard for the screen. They should be using like a quarter or less of the screen in a small area so that you can do swipe and everything much more easily. Or at least offer that as an option. I can certainly understand the people who like hunt and peck and like mash into the tablet, who need as much space as possible for their stupid fingers. But like, what if you have good fingers and you use swipe? Like, swipe sucks with a tablet. And I am really having problems finding this shop. This is gonna be the entire stream. We've been here for 18 minutes and all I've done is wandered in and looked for the shop. I need help. Not, like, backseating help. I need to see a doctor and ask him why I can't navigate. Maybe get, like, tested for disability. Okay, our shop. People need to learn that spending a few hundred on a good pair of headphones. Yeah, and do it once. They'll last you a long time anyways. But the thing is, though, is that people... The way it tends to work is people want something reasonable for cheap, and they don't care if it's actually pretty crap. And the reason why is because there aren't a lot of people who can afford to, or are courageous enough to invest. This thing, man. They don't have the money, and they're not courageous enough to invest simply because... Like, what am I... I'm flustered by how lost I seem to be with this. Where's the entrance to this thing? There it is, God, okay, we're good. What was my point? Okay, so, our economy sucks so much to where people can't take the risk of spending that kind of money. And, like, it's a lot more than $200 sound for people who know that it's worth it. That's like something that if they fuck up and they make the wrong decision, then they can't remake that decision for months. And returns, you know, are a pain in the ass, and nobody just wants to deal with that. Nobody has any time for that anyways. Alright, we're gonna make some hearty foods. Does Samsung? How big is the how big is the or how I don't know. How constrained is the split? That's true, Cabby, but people don't think long term. People think really, really short term. That's why they look for the cheap thing that sounds okay in the short term. In addition to the fact that they couldn't possibly process, like, oh, I can't hear anymore. I've been going to concerts for years. Yeah, that's the sort of thing with the average consumer that people aren't getting past. Like that, they just don't, they can't do that. They can't process that. That's +5. I'm gonna mix, do you have any, like, hardy bass or anything? I don't think I have anything. I might have a hardy lizard or something. High-tail lizard. Hardy snail. You'll have to check, because last time you used it, looks for a tablet that is now at least 2 years old. There's 15, yeah, there we go. This is worth. One of the best things you've ever done was buying musicians earplugs. I've used the Lowe's, like the cheap, shitty Lowe's ones, and they've been fine for me. Because without them, your ears are fucked. But like when we went to go see Lobos and the Returners and all the other bands at shit, I guess it was PAX something. You could hear through the earplugs. You could hear everything just fine, and it wasn't through the sort of like. So you know the sound that you can kind of hear, the sort of like horrible ear ringing headache feel when you're hungover and you're super groggy in the morning. Magnify that by 11, and that's what you get listening to concerts and shit. But with the earplugs, it sounds fine because they blast it anyways. So it's not like you're missing anything. You're filtering it to reasonable. You're not filtering it to shit. All right, so we have +15. This won't add any extra. Hopefully +15 is enough. Oh no, it uses my regular health. Motherfucker. It doesn't use my special health. You still lack the necessary strength. But it doesn't look like you lack for training. No. Perhaps you imagine that the containers given to you by the statues of the goddess cannot be changed? Visit Hitano Village at the southeast of Hyrule. There you will find one who trades in such containers. Though he is a bit wicked. Shit, I gotta go back. Well, I got my health back. I gotta go back to Hitano Village, you motherfucker. You just like the earplugs you got because they don't irritate them. You can leave them in all night. Huh. I'm actually afraid to use earplugs for sleeping. Partly because I need sounds to sleep, but also because I'm afraid that I'd miss my alarms and shit. I don't wake naturally. Oh, man. Oh, the sadness. I was wondering how, like, if you're a speedrunner or whatever, how do you... I wonder if you need the Master Sword to beat the game. Maybe you don't. Either that or they put everything into hearts really early and have no stamina. Hey, Grok. Where's the... Oh, man, where is it? There's a sign that points me to tell me, one is the secret exit, or one's like the alternate backdoor exit or whatever. The other one is the like the main entrance. And I don't remember which is which. One is supposed to get you out real easily, and either I misread the map or they both do the same thing and it's a trick. But there's a sign that suggests one is easy or convenient, the other one is not. I think the earplugs were only $12 off of Amazon. I can believe that. I don't know the value of having non-disposable earplugs, because not only do the earplugs that I have, that I probably don't no longer have any spares of, are disposable, but even the earbud tips that I have, I just buy like a 10-pack at a time, and I throw them out after, I don't know, so many weeks of straight use. Where's this sign? I know there's a sign here somewhere. Wow, I didn't know they had chicken whatever. Tested wood. So this is the exit shortcut. Chickadoo tree nuts. So there's two exits. Wait, one of you guys better tell me what's up. Or maybe not. Tend to be on the audio file. Well, if you can send me a Twitch VM with a link to that, I'm curious. I'd like to give it a shot. So what is the difference between these? So this can't be right, because I already went through this one. So the other one is to my right. Did you go to enough concerts? I've gone to, like, no concerts. I know there are some in the area, and I know people that work would be interested in heading out to them. I'm not much of an outside person, so I mean, I could live without if it came down to it. These both go to the same place. They do. This looks like... Okay, yeah, the long corridor is the one I already went to. So what is this other one, then? I need to find out. Oh, yeah. Because you would go down the center, and there's that. So the way I haven't got out has got to be this one. I think. Oh, frog. I got greedy and I missed both of them. What is this? Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, dude. Alien seeks to attempt the Korok trial? Is that even allowed? Who cares? Are you here to attempt my Korok trial? Korok trial? The Korok trials are challenges Koroks must complete in order to become esteemed members of Korok society. Or something like that. The 3 trials must be completed alone. Ask for what challenges the trials hold. You'll just have to wait and see. Are you here to attempt my Korok trial? Yeah. Oh wow, you really want to try it? I guess it was worth asking after all. Let me tell you about the trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right? What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Hmm? Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about that as you take on the trial. Hold on a sec. Of second sight, you just spoiled it. Hint. Put my Joy-Con strap back on. Whoops, come here, come back. I didn't mean to throw that. Oops. Where's the rest of the iron? There's more iron. Probably message me and link to them later. The only real difference between the earplugs you have and the regular ones, the ones you have allow more even sound at appropriate volume, huh? Regular ones and the damp and everything. Excuse me. I'm a little parched. I haven't, I'm about 50 ounces of water behind today. Man, this game does not handle... all these effects going at the same time. There we go. Whoa! Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on, let me not kill you guys too much. That was dumb. I want my money back. Did I already do this one? That side. I think we're going backwards. Ah, crap, I fucked up by trying to look. How have I been enjoying it? I think the only thing I could probably want from it would be maybe a higher frame rate. Like, I think Zelda really is best played at higher, like 60 FPS. Like, this game at a higher frame rate would be great. But really, the mechanics are solid. The combat is solid. Like, it's not incredibly deep, but it's, it has a lot of well-developed small systems that work very, very well together, which is kind of the hallmark of a great game. Everything from, like, and they use them so often. Winds, like, all the simple shit, like, they use wind really well, they use fire conceptually really well, they use physics and gravity and magnetics, and, like, the combat plays into it, the exploration plays into it, travel, puzzles, like, everything work really well with those systems. And, you know, the music is great. The controls feel fine. Definitely some of the best aiming for, you know, everything outside of the Wii U Motion Plus. Bosses are cool. Dungeons are cool. Is one of the times where we're so hyped that it didn't live up to your expectations? Well, I certainly, I came at it with, I came into it thinking, oh, well, you know, Twilight Princess was okay, I didn't really like Wind Waker, didn't even bother with Skyward Sword, you know, so my reaction was, well, you know, maybe it'll be alright, I guess. Feed me the 8 shield guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind, I see. Hold on a sec. Oh shit, did I? Okay, I can just... Galaxy Tab S, the split keyboard's about 2 inches each side, can be dragged. Oh, that would be awesome. It's a shame I don't like most of the rest of what Samsung has done to, Oh, I could probably just pick that up. Metal. I don't like most of what they've done to Android. But I certainly like that. Please place my chest into my mouth. The shield eater's brother stole it from me. Alright, give me a sec. You're getting more and more tempted to get rid of the stock OS? What do you mean? I like absolutely stock Android. I don't like the Samsung TouchWiz stuff. Like, the extra stuff doesn't feel as good. Though the split keyboard seems good. I'd be inclined to look into extra keyboard stuff. Probably should go get the raft. What would you use instead of the stock one? Like Cyanogen mod or whatever it is? Because I've got like a Nexus 5X. I've got like stock Android everything. Completely unadulterated Google stuff. The only OS you've been using, but you become to get irritated with Google Assistant thing, can't remove it? Are you sure you can't remove it? You really like the feature they added in the latest Galaxy Note phone, where they make one-hand mode that increases the active screen display so you can use it with one hand. Interesting. I've been actually thinking I want a smaller phone. Like, I would want to find, like, the next Google phone to be, like, 4.5 inches or less. Oh, I don't know, Cabby. Well, I mean... The one thing I typically like about Google phone stuff is that usually you can gut out and remove features really easily, so long as you're not using, like, something provided by the carrier. My Nexus 5, the battery died or something. I don't remember what. Ooh, giant anti-core. That's worth it. The 5X is good, it's just too big. Make like a 5X tiny edition, that's what I want. It's smaller. That's all I want. Not giant, not giant, enormous, phones. Like, 5 inches is too much as it is. If you know what I mean. You ended up getting a Pixel? Does the Pixel not have a headphone jack? One of them doesn't have a headphone jack, and that bothers me. Getting out of here, suck. First gen does. The second one doesn't though. Like I can't abide by not having a headphone jack. Seems so fucking archaic. I need to get returns to anywhere besides where I currently am. Just take me back. Then again, the only reason why I would want to get another phone is because the battery on mine's not amazing anymore. That's what I want. I want the phone that I have right now, just with a better battery. Wow, they just dump you all the way, like, way off to the side. Congratulations, you completed my Korok trial. I hope you found something nice inside the shrine. Can I leave? Kind of blows your mind that the headphone jack was removed before wireless charging became standard? Yeah. Or, you know, the many other things that could have been put into shrink form factor that don't involve removing the headphone jack. S8 or Note. I don't want to buy an S. I don't want to buy any Samsung phones. I'm probably going to end up buying like an HTC One or something. One of those phones that are still stock Android. Unfucked around with. That's my wood. Well, the exit is the first way in here, so. Because I like Google's ecosystem. I don't like what everyone else is tacking onto it. And I don't like what carriers are forcing you to have as well. Like, that's unacceptable. I will pay extra to not have to deal with that bullshit. I don't want somebody else who doesn't know shit about setting up a phone OS, jamming apps and shit onto my phone. Plus, they tend to disable tethering, and fuck that. If they're gonna provide me data, I'm gonna use it however the fuck I want. Where's that torch? Ah, damn it, I fucked up already. Take me back. Okay, we're where I want to go now. Did I see the post about the souls coming to the Switch? I saw a post. I don't know about the post. I don't know if it was confirmed. I think, there's been rumors. I don't know, like, if it... I'm curious. I don't know how they're gonna get 3 to run on the Switch. Unless it's, like, massively downgraded. Yiga Clan has gotten this far? Ooh, Jesus. Why you guys gotta be such dicks? A journalist doing it? Yeah, like the Switch is not capable of running games that the PS4 struggles with at a lower resolution. So I have no idea what they're planning for the, Well, no, I mean, the Switch is more capable than, like, a PS3. So I could see that. Like, Dark Souls 1 and 2 running at a mediocre resolution, I could see that. Maybe we should just go to Goron territory. I'll come back to the forest later. Let me go to the Akala Highlands and get some armor before the night's over. I don't know how they would get 3 to run on the Switch. Like, it would have to be massively downgraded in some way to get 30 FPS. Even that. And FromSoft's probably going to look at, they're probably going to look at Zelda and go, oh, well, we don't need to be, 30 FPS because, Zelda doesn't keep 30 FPS. The exclusively single-player game that is less demanding, is a great example to use. Good port of Dark Souls 1? I mean, if they get Dark Souls 1 running at 720p, 60 FPS on the Switch, I will probably spend more time with Dark Souls 1. I'd love to do a playthrough. I mean, I don't know, remake Jarvis or something. Armored Core? I actually haven't played, I only played a demo of, like a PS3 demo of one of the Armored Core games. And that was it. I remember it being interesting but floaty, and I couldn't get into it.
Wow! Sa sa!
Fucking love this guy so fucking much.
Wow!
Beetle's definitely growing on me. Mostly because of the Yaya. Yaya's the best. Well, I mean, they're gonna have to downgrade it. That, like, Zelda has to be downgraded. Like, the hardware is just not capable enough. So, if they decided to switch to an art style that better accommodates lower res graphics, like that's actually admirable. That they're willing to make the changes to do the best with what they can get. Switch seems like a platform with fighting, or well, I don't know, like, not having a D-pad, ruins a lot of fighting games. So it kind of depends on the controller. I think in terms of being something you can bring with you just to play fighting games, awesome. I think certain fighting games could be really cool that people don't normally like. Like, if they did a modern take on Fighter's Destiny, that would be an amazing Switch game. Mostly because I love Fighter's Destiny, and I think it's an amazing game. Well, I think it has amazing strategic offerings that fighting games need to pay attention to. I can definitely understand that, like, the moves and the combat and shit are a bit jank. But it was so smart in the scoring system. Like, instead of just having, like, health, and once the health expires, you just do that, 3 times to win, right? Or 2 out of 3, or whatever it was. Whatever your preference is. In Fighter's Destiny, it was a point system. It was first to 7, and you had a bunch of different ways to score points. You had throws, you had normal damage, you had decision. Timer scamming, or timer scumming, or whatever you're going to call it, was actually a valid tactic, because it was very difficult to play defensive in that game. And each round was 30 seconds, and they went by real fast. So, and you weren't restricted by rounds. It's just like whoever won the round gets a certain amount of points between like 1 and 4. They were unblockable specials, they were throws, they were ring outs. There was like 6 or 7 different ways to get points. Counters are one. So counter hits. And there was like strategy for like how could you put together a win. In fact, one of the mechanics of the game was something. They had a dizzy state. If you took enough damage to where you would get knocked out, you had like limited movement and you could sort of dodge, but you couldn't. I think you couldn't block, and a heavy enough hit would knock you out, but you would regenerate health for a bit, and then you'd be out of the dizzy state. So you had a super vulnerable state if you took a lot of health, but you could get out of it and come back and like win the round. So the other person had the incentive to basically go in and be aggressive and take advantage of that. But you could also like play defensive, dodge around a bit, and in their push to capitalize on your vulnerability, they'd put themselves in a worse spot, either worse positionally, or time would run out and you would have the higher score, or whatever. Like you'd win by like a judgment from the judges. All sorts of little stuff like that, and or they could be super aggressive. The dizzy state would expire, and you'd hit them with a counter and knock them out in one shot. Like all sorts of stuff like that. they also had a button that would automatically dodge most moves, but would also make it to where you couldn't dodge you couldn't counter a throw. You couldn't either throw escape or counter throw, which means that if you were using that and if you're holding that button down and somebody grabbed you, you were instantly out. But what could also happen is that if somebody attempted to grab you and you weren't doing that, then you could do a counter throw and throw them out instead. And a throw would be a takedown, which would win you some points. So, like, the rounds were very, like, or the matches, I guess, the first to sevens were really exciting. It felt way more advanced and way more interesting than a regular fighting game. And I want another game to come back and do that, because if nobody does, there's a giant gap for something interesting that nobody really understood. And the only reason why people, I think, didn't come back to it was not, like, the awesome score system and the setup behind that. It was more so that the game, the basic mechanics and the moves are a little bit jank. Characters are super jank. But imagine taking, like, a very good, solid, basic fighter with good controls, good animations, whatever, and combine it with that scoring system and some of the same setups for, like, counters and throws and stuff. That would be amazing. And if you want to see a good video that kind of introduces the game and then shows how it could be really cool, Super Best Friends did a Friday Night Fights of Fighter's Destiny, and that shit was the best. They start out kind of going like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't get it. And then at the end, they're doing some cool shit, and it was really exciting to see. But I've been looking to try to find people who, like, I wanted to get Ty or somebody into trying Fighter's Destiny, because I think it's an interesting, different fighter than what most people are used to. I think we're getting pretty close to where I want to go. That research lab. Yeah. But so far, no takers. Like, neither Ty nor anybody else seems to want to try this game out. But Fighter's Destiny, as far as I'm concerned, is like, it has like mega hype potential. Just because of the scoring system is fucking awesome. And it's exciting even thinking about it. Because it was that good. I played it like back on the day on like a regular on a old Nintendo 64. I rented it a couple times and I was like, this game is fucking amazing. And it is probably more exciting watching it, and I've even played a bit of it recently, watching it and playing it now than it was when I was younger, because I understand the significance of, like, no other fighter has done something this cool. And all that needs to happen to make people really get it is to put it in a package where people will be willing to try it. You know, the initial presentation counts, and obviously being a jank Nintendo 64 game, people weren't willing to give it the time of day. Whoa, hello. What are you doing here? Here you. Too early. Trying to get it in the fire so I'm not burning the whole time. Alright, Gabby. Have a good night. I need food. I need food that I'm willing to eat. go with that one for now. Oh, wait. Hold on, I think I know what's going on. He doesn't have a shield equipped. He doesn't. Yeah, it makes more sense. I know what's going on now. There we go. I was trying to figure out what was going. Oh, did I hit this guy? Weird. You broke him. Weird. Fucking 8 foot tall horse Link just doesn't know how to ride this thing. Alright. Now we can go get our fancy armor now. Alright, give me an ancient. Oh yeah, we don't have enough stuff for this, I'll be surprised. Ancient helm. Yes. Alright. Guardian resist up. Let's take a look at this. What crazy, ridiculous... Oh my god. Well, it uses Guardian parts to decrease damage from ancient energy attacks. Doesn't have a lot of. It actually has half my current defense. Can you even? You can't even see Link's eyes with this. Let's put on like a nice looking shield. Well, when in Rome. I'm a machine. Alright. Give me... Oh yeah. Do Amiibo rewards count as spoilers? No, I guess. All it'll do is make me sad, probably. Hey, Azazel. This isn't that expensive. I kind of want to try the blade saw, just how ridiculous this looks. Ooh, ancient bow. Oh crap, I'm poor, I just realized. Oh, just in that, I won't be able to get the, Well, that's neat looking. Jeez, these things look cool. Just in the fact that I'm not going to be able to, I'm probably not purchasing Amiibo. I mean, my biggest concern, I think, is just that they're probably going to be a pain in the ass to get, and then they'll just be bought out by the time I actually want one and want to spend on it. So I have a bit of like trepidation on like diving into the purchase Amiibo Horse, what? Horse? Whoa, horse. I've never seen that before. Handled that pretty well, actually. I think I built up an idea in my head that amiibo are just like Beanie Babies, except for way harder to get and way more expensive. I could be wrong. I don't know. I just had that like negative perspective of amiibo in my head. Oh, I don't have any money, do I? You have more of these.
Yay! Wow! Wow! Yeah.
That's the bad part. Most recent amiibo for the champions do offer special helmet variation for this armor. Does it do anything like stat-wise?
Wow! Wow! Yeah. Yay!
Alright, now we're poor.
Oh.
I might have some diamonds, I don't know. Purely cosmetic? Well, I don't know. I mean, there are certain amiibo that I would like to get, like, just for figure purposes, like Samus or Link would be cool, like non-Toon Link. Some of the Mario stuff I think will be alright. I don't feel like dependent on it, you know, like. But if it was convenient to get them, and I didn't have to put any work into it, I could just throw money at it, with a guarantee that I'm purchasing something that is not going to disappear out from under me, or have a hassle to like, oh, it's not available now, I have to wait for a sale, oh, I jump on the sale, but somebody sniped it out. Like, or, you know, or whatever. If I didn't have to deal with any of that, I would be interested in getting like a couple of them. Because they're only like, they're not that expensive, are they? They're like a few bucks a pop, right? Like not more than like 10. Because that's what I seem to remember. I remember them, is there something to the effect of like they were very inexpensive to purchase. Like remarkably so. But I could be wrong. I have that thought stuck in my head. How many of these do we got? 46? The duplex bow, though. I want to switch to anything besides what I currently got. Oh, we gotta go to, I don't know. I don't actually... Somewhere around Kakariko Village, maybe. Here we go, yeah. Yeah, we gotta go to Kakariko Village and go to the Great Fairy Fountain and make my armor not so garbage. Gonna make this armor much better. This check, the helmets have the form of each champion's respective beast, and they offer elemental resistances. Okay. I mean, so... not really enough for me to worry about. I mean, I think just upgrading the Guardian armor itself will probably be fine. I don't think I need any more than that. So how much is a, like, normal price amiibo? Isn't it only like $8, $9, $10? I don't think it's that expensive, is it? You hate his helmet? He looks pretty stupid. But I'm kind of used to wearing goofy helmets, so... Considering that my logo is one of the dumber looking ones that I just love for how goofy it is. I actually really like the facial expression on the Mask of the Child. It looks somewhere... It's somewhere between, like, bewilderment and satire. In, like, the best of ways. Don't know the prices in the US? I should probably just... use a lot of Amazon. While we're on the trip. Let's see. Mario Odyssey is $13. Robosa is 16. Mifa is 16. So $16. $12, $16. Let me see. Little Mac is $19. Somehow. Huh. Are we still on track? What is our horse doing? Good horse. Let me see. Let me look for Samus. Smash Brother Samus, regular Samus costume is $16, and Metroid Prime Samus listed as Amiibo Samus Alan with the N with the L. It's an import from Japan. Is $18. Sorry, horse. Samus Returns. Oh, some of these are expensive as fuck. Expensive, the Ocarina of Time? I don't even know. And they had some really high quality, like, costumes, or not costumes, figures and such, statues. They're not expensive? Yeah, I know, there was like a, let me look. Samus Returns Amiibo Pack. The 2-pack is $52.45, so a little much for me, I think. I guess they sold out like crazy. Now you can't buy them new or something. Jesus, it's like it's a little over $52. This is way too much. Horse, where are you going? Can't leave you unattended for 2 seconds. The price probably went up a lot because people are scalping them or something. It's the Beanie Baby thing. It's like the prices are too high. Nintendo just needs to produce, like, shit tons more. I think they're confusing, like... They're trading customer goodwill for that sort of, like, collectible value, like the hoard the collectibles because they're not extremely common value. And it's like customer goodwill is more important for your games than the ability to hoard something that you can't get access to. Is that another shrine? Is that one marked? It's not. Yeah, it's like way out there. Look how far that is. Mother, get out of the way. You suck. You're getting super dunked. Get out of here. Oh my god, everybody's showing up to give you some shit. Let me put on my good armor. You're gonna get face smacked, douchebag. Where the heck's for these things? Trying to mark that shit in the background. I really do wish that I had a 3DS with video out, because I would like to stream some of that. It's just, it's not, it's currently not, not, well, I don't know, I mean, I was gonna say it's not practical and it's a lot of money, and then I'm actually doing better than I thought I was, so maybe I should look into that. Get like a new 3DS XL with video out. 'Cause I'm actually not doing bad. I thought I was doing worse than I am. Oh, you got some bananas, dick? No, I don't want any bananas. Oh. Listen, here's how it works. I sell, you buy. Stop holding up the show and do your part. I'll pass. Huh? What? Do you hate bananas? For the for the boss. Wait, this isn't even a good one. Got more rupees out of that, though. Sometimes they have that, like, the one that looks like a chakram that has, like, 40 damage one-handed, and I kind of like that one because it's actually really good. It's one of the better one-handed weapons you can get, conveniently. Wait, we got turned around again. We got flipped upside down. Man, it's like midnight. I should, okay, so here's the thing. I need to have some discipline. I need to have some discipline and not go super mega late, so I'm actually gonna call it, like, now. And, as much as it's gonna suck for people who are gonna show up the next minute or so, as well as people who have just shown up, it will be better in the long term for both, for me and for the stream if I stop now. and plan on streaming either tomorrow or get a good Wednesday stream in or something. Because I've been pushing it way too often and streaming super late, and that ends up fucking me over. And then when I'm not in a good spot, that means I can't get to the stream, or I get to the stream late, or I feel like garbage and I'm streaming anyways. So, let's invest in the future today. Or, what is it? Let's invest in tomorrow today? I don't know. Let's raid... Let's just raid Peeve. Peeve is fighting mega high tier Bloodborne stuff. He was fighting Clock Tower, what's her face? I think he finally beat her, and now he's doing some, I don't know, future stuff. But Peeve's always fun to watch. So here's the link for Peeve. I'm gonna do the raid thing, and yeah. I'll be probably... I'm probably going to be back tomorrow, honestly. So keep an eye out for that. But, for now, I'm done. So until next time, thanks for watching, and have a good night.